EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Primetime.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
Second and 11.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Allen. This one completes to Palmer. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
A gain of 12 yards.
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard
This is a great example
line.
here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up here. 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the
So,
Chargers
from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Now, Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To the air once more is Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
One more time going up top. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
A 7-yard loss.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
319!
Allen to throw on 3rd and long. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from 45 yards away. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready!
First carry here for the former Tar Heel, Omarion Hampton. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, right back to Hampton. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Set. Ready.
On play action, it's Herbert. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. Hampton trying to work inside. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was brought down by Taylor Rapp. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal. Play action now. It's Herbert. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Ball at the 3, second down, and goal. Hampton will take this one into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season.
His kick is good. Makes the score Chargers 7, Bills 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
On first down, it's Allen. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second.
Certainly not
and
the
1.
biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Brought down behind the line of
The
scrimmage.
offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
On third down, it's Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 10
The Bills
yards.
bringing on the punt
Brings
team.
up fourth down.
Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Set. 380. You're out. Ready.
On play action, now Herbert to the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he will go all the way. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers extend their advantage to 14-3.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This fielded at the 2. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Allen for the throw on first and 10. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
25 yards on the play.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and got a fresh set of downs. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Allen working from the pistol. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the
17 yards on that connection. Good for a Bills first down. this out wide. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing again is Allen. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll take this one in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Bills.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have 2 guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Bills are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Bills 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup.
2nd down, they need 7.
2nd and 7.
Set. 180. Go.
Trying the left side, and here's Hampton. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Set.
Motion man is Johnston. We'll try to run for it with Hampton. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Chargers 1st down. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Chargers.
Set. Delta. Set. 12.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Crowd right. Set.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Rolling right. A very dangerous throw, but somehow it is complete.
I can promise you one thing, that's certainly not how that play was drawn up. I thought he did a nice job initially buying about as much time as he could, but realized there was nothing downfield developing, and he had to throw it short and didn't get anything positive.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. And we will not have a return here. This one angles out of bounds.
At their own 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact back, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. They go play action now. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions. And now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now Herbert on the run to the right. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On second down, here's Herbert. Again, working deep downfield. And this will be incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10.
12.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to try it here again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. Yeah, and he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Hey, go line. 10. 21. Why did it?
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 35.
A big one there to start the second half. 35 yards.
It's a gain of 35. And the Chargers first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll go with Hampton. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 9. Another run here with Hampton. Finding space at the 15. And he's in. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown Chargers. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. Dicker good with the extra point. And the Chargers are out to a 21-10 lead.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Look out.
Here's Allen. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
12 yards.
It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Buffalo.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Tuli Tuipulotu in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
319.
And now things are going to get more difficult. Movement up front, going to move them further back. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Here's Allen to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Set. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. It's a big one for the Chargers. 38 yards.
First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started, a big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll go again with Hampton. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Mike Dana shuts that one down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Set. Ready.
A give, and here comes Hampton. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Run between the tackles for Hampton. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of...
And he's in. Touchdown, LA. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
28, Bills 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the
Chargers.
touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup. Brings up
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at the
22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bills 1st down. Here's Cook. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
The 40-yard line.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 1.
And a yard. From the gun, it's Allen. And this ball incomplete on third down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They go, and here's a pop pass to the receiver coming through. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. Here's Hampton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Here's a toss, right side. Has some room inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Charger first down. Handoff here, up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His second rushing touchdown of the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The kick is good. Makes the score Chargers 35, Bills 10.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Their own 18-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, here is Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drops.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
I can't believe what I watched.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That one broken up and is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Go.
Now a give up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready? 380. Set.
On the give, here's Hampton. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Going to try to pick up the 1st down with his own read. And he'll have it. He'll have it at the 16-yard line. 1st down picked up as the running game comes through.
The advantage to this play call, Mike, is as an offense, you now can account for one extra defensive player. In this case, it's the quarterback reading the end. He goes after the running back. He pulls it, keeps it himself, picks up the 1st down.
So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They move to 16-0 on the year. They have a chance next Sunday to become the first team to finish a regular season 17-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.